This conference will now be recorded.
So, as we know that we had alternate destination things also. So, we had basically many attributes we can use for archive log destination. So, can anyone tell me what are those attributes? Anyone have an idea? So first attribute is basically affirm and no affirm. So what is the meaning of that, guys? Anyone? So the affirm and no affirm attributes control whether a redo destination acknowledges receive redo data before of or after writing into the standby redo log. So basically this parameter or attributes is used in standby redo log configuration. If you are using a firm attribute, so it is specify that a redo transport destination acknowledge received redo data after writing into the standby, and no affirm specifies that a redo transport destination acknowledge receive redo data before writing it to the standby redo log. Excuse me. So that is affirm and no affirm attributes we use in in this parameter log archive underscore destination underscore n. Okay. So default value is not applicable, and you can use if you are if neither affirm or the no affirm attribute is specified, then the default value is affirm when the sync attribute is specified, and no affirm when the sync attribute is specified. Okay. Affirm attribute without the sync attribute is deprecated and will not be supported in new in future releases. So from where you can check the value of this. So suppose I say describe v dollar archive underscore destination. So there is a column in that which shows what is the value. So if you can see, this is a firm column. So I say select, okay, a firm comma destination ID comma destination name comma status, and yes, from v dollar archive underscore destination. Okay, so all values, all destination will come. Okay, so if you say affirm, first value is showing no, destination ID is log archive destination 1, and destination status is valid. Okay, so if you check archive log list, okay, so my archive log list is enabled and archive destination is 1. Okay, so if we say show parameter log underscore archive underscore dest underscore 1, so see that this attribute is set. Okay, so that's why it is showing this valid information for this. Other destination you can see inactive, uh, and destination 3 is giving an error, and destination 4 is inactive. So like that you will get the status. Okay, so you can find out this values by this query. Clear, guys? So let me post this to you guys so that you can note it. Clear? So second attribute, so how you can specify? So you can specify like this. So I am posting that also. So by alter system set command, you can do that. Okay. Any doubt? Affirm and no affirm. Then second attribute is basically alternate attributes, which basically tell you the alternate destination. So if you talk about alternate, so alternate attribute specify an alternate archiving destination to be used when the original destination fail. So from 12C release 1, you can expand the number of alternate archive destinations and functionality by using the group and priority attributes in place of alternate attribute for remote log archive destination. So this new method cannot be used in conjunction with the alternate attribute. Okay, so alternate attribute is reserved for configuring alternate local archiving destination. So for backward compatibility, you can use alternate attribute for log archive destination. Okay, and this will be valid value from 1 to 10, and if an alternate destination is not specified, then redo transport services do not automatically change to another attributes. Okay, and same way you can get the information from v dollar archive underscore destination view. There is a column alternate actually, so by that query you can get that. So let me show you the query. So let me make it that query. So there is a alternate uh, column in that. So uh, oh, just a second, I'm typing a query actually. So this is my query. So if I say, yeah, so see that uh, alternate, there is none actually is setting. Okay, so how to set that alternate values actually? So by alternate keyword you will be used. Okay, so I will say log underscore archive underscore dest underscore state equals to 2, and then I will say alternate. Okay, so let me show you by alter command. Alter system set. So This is the command. Okay, alter system set, and then it's altered. Now you will say show parameter log underscore destination 2. So see that the value is showing alternate. Got it, guys? So this is the way you can alternate. And if suppose your destination first is failed, then you can use this value. Okay, excuse me. Clear? Any doubt? Thanks, Vishwajit. So these things we will actually use for archiving purpose. Okay, so better use is basically in standby. Okay, but if you know that, so in future when you are configuring standby, so you will get it. Okay, so there are many ways for this you can use it. So I'm posting all the commands to you guys uh, to how to make it this types of mechanism you can use in your environment. Okay, then we had location and services attribute. So location and services attribute is used for archival destination. So from destination 1 to destination 10, your location can be used location attribute or service attribute. From destination 11 to 31, you can only use service attributed. So each destination must be either location or either services. So that is important concept. So you should know that from where to where we use which attribute, location or service, or both, or only location or only service. That depends. Okay, and when you specify location attribute, then you can specify a unique directory path. Suppose I say here archive log list. So here it is showing oh, U01 app. So it means we had location attribute used for this actually. So let me show you. So see that location keyword is using. Got it? My point, guys. And service attribute basically we use for remote destination. Okay, so v dollar archive underscore dest, where you will get the current settings for location and attribute. So the target column identify if the destination is local or remote, and destination column identify the values that were specified for a destination. Okay, so let make a query for this. uh, Select and the target column. Select target column and destination column. and comma status. Okay, so see that. Yeah, first value. Okay, so target is showing primary, destination is showing U01 app Oracle Arc, and status is valid. Got it, guys? So this is the way you can get the things. Okay, and how you will specify? You will specify by like this, by alter system command. You can specify location equals to access that, etc. So by alter system command you can do that. And after that another is you can enable the destination. You can use the service at keyword and then net service name. So like that you can specify destination 3 for standby. And the next attribute is mandatory. So this attribute is basically specify that the filled online log file must be successfully archived to the destination before they can be reused actually. Okay, so the log archive destination 11 to destination 31 parameter do not support the mandatory attribute. So only from 1 to 10 you can specify this keyword. If mandatory is not specified, then by default the destination is considered to be an optional, and at least one destination must succeed even if all destinations are optional. If archiving to an optional destination fails, the online redo file is still available for reuse and may be overwritten eventually. However, if the archival operation of a mandatory destination failed, online redo files cannot be overwritten. So there is a parameter log underscore archive underscore min underscore dest. So that parameter is basically tell you. So let me do this. Show parameter log underscore min underscore succeed. If you see this parameter, so there is value 1. Okay, so that is from 1 to 10 you will get the values, and all mandatory destination and optional local destination control contribute to satisfying this count. Okay, so uh, you must have at least one local destination which you can declare mandatory or you can leave as an optional. So the failure of any mandatory destination makes this parameter irrelevant, and the binding column of the $archive dest fixed view specify how failure affects the archival option. Okay, so if suppose you are specifying like this, so database must archive to at least two locations before overwriting it. Okay, so that is the way you will do that. And yes, there is another combination you can use to specify this parameter or this attribute. So now if suppose I say this query, so let me, yeah, so select destination tree, destination name, status from VW archive, dest status where status equals to inactive. So all inactive values will display it. And now if you say for active, so you can use active or valid, you can say destination, you can use VALID. So that query also I am showing you. So like this you can find out. So all three destination is valid. Okay, so like that you can make your query for which destination is valid, which destination is inactive in your database. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, so if you want to set this parameter, so like this you can set alter system set log archive min succeed destination equals to 2, and after that this will be value will be changed. Clear? So if I say show parameter and this value, so earlier it was 1, now it is 2. Okay, so yeah, binding column. Okay, so let make a query again. mm, Binding column. So this is the query, and see that, yeah, so see that optional valid, optional inactive, optional valid. Okay, like that you will get optional, 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 optional is showing. Okay, so you can make it mandatory and you can set it. Yeah, so if I say this one, so like this you will set. Okay, but here I don't have C drive, but this command is executed, so this way you can set it actually. So this is basically C drive, it happened on Windows actually. Okay, so I will uh, just a second, hold on please. Okay, so got it guys, how we can set the mandatory destination, how can we set alternate destination. Okay, Okay, any doubt, guys? Now, max failure attributes. Okay, so this we can also use for this purpose. So max failure attributes basically control the consecutive number of times at a lock switch that redo transport services attempt to re-establish communication and transmit redo data to a failed destination before the primary data gives up on the destination. So it handled differently by Oracle Database Release 1 and Oracle Database Release 2. So it is important to understand the difference, and its value is greater than or equal to 0. So when your database is 12.2, then we use a new attribute like group and priority attributes, and if the error count reach the values specified for max failure attribute, then the destination enters the error state where it remains until it is found to be accessible, and if it is checked periodically depending on the value specified for the reopen attribute. So for default destination in log archive groups, those redo destinations that do not use the new group and priority attributes. So the behavior of this max underscore failure attribute is same as it is in 12.2 12.1 release. Okay, so so that is the difference actually. So whatever I have speak, I can post you, so that you can read it and note it from the chat window. Okay, and what is the behavior in database release 1? So this max underscore failure attribute is optional. By default, there is unlimited number of archival attempts to the failed destination, and this attribute is useful for providing failure resolution for destination. And when you specify this attribute, you must also set the reopen attribute. So there is a failure underscore count column which will show you, and also reopen underscore secs identify the reopen attribute value actually. Okay, so there are many things for release 1. Okay, so you can read it, and I am posting you all the important points which you can check later. Okay, so from the chat window you can copy it. So how to set it? So this is the way you can set it. So let make it a query. Select failure underscore count, comma, reopen underscore sex secs from v dollar archive underscore destination. Okay, so see that failure count is showing 0 and reopen is 300 because 1 and 2 is set. So that attribute will show you this. Okay, so now come to a reopen attribute. So reopen attribute is specify the maximum number of second where it will retry actually. Okay. So before redo transport services try to reopen a failed destination, by default value is 300 second. That's why it is showing 300 in my query. So reopen second and max underscore failure, we will get that. So let make a query, select reopen underscore sex and max underscore failure from v dollar archive underscore test. Okay. Okay. So this is the query. Okay. So see that 0, 300 and 300 because we set two values actually. And how you will set that? By default is 300 second. You can make it as a 60 second. It's up to you. So by alter system set command, you can do that. And you can specify no reopen keyword also. Okay. So let me show you the command. So this is the way: reopen equals to 5 and max failure equals to 3. Okay. Now sync and async attribute you can use. So sync is basically is used for synchronous purpose, and async is used for this. And there is a transmit mode column actually show you about the values which you are using. So make a query, select transmit mode. So actually you should know that which column we will get which attributes information. So that's why I am showing every query, guys. Okay. So select transmit mode from v dollar archive destination. So see that synchronous is using for every 31 destination. Got it, guys? And if I say async, so I can use uh, this way. Oh, yeah. So yeah. So see that parameter cannot be modified because specified values is invalid, and suspect attribute is async. Okay. So what is the condition? That from log destination 11 to destination 31 do not support the sync attribute. Okay. And destination 11 to 31 always default to async. Okay. So these two things you can get it. Okay. Clear? and also you can delay the things, so you will use the delay attribute. So the delay attribute is basically specified the delay between the lag when redo from the primary is archived on a standby, but I want to hold it for certain period, so that's why we will use delay keyword. And delay by default, its value is 30 minute, so 30 minute you can make it as a delay. So for its physical standby, you can do like this, or you can delay, no delay command you can use it. Okay. And uh, delay valued is like use this. Okay. So like this I say, uh, let me show you. So this is the way. So this value cannot be passed actually, because net services and all not configured, but if you want to use for this, so that's why I am showing the command. Otherwise, how you will do that? Okay. So we have to make a net service and all, then we can use this delay parameter. Hmm. Yeah, that is net services. We need to create net name actually in tnsnames.ora file. So that keyword we will use. So we will see actually later. Hot it, matlab, okay, got it. I say hot it. What is new word? So by default there is no delay. Okay. So these are the actually attributes, and some other attribute is also we had. So I'm not talking all those, so you have to studies. Any question? So mandatory, optional is clear, guys, and succeed destination is clear, guys. Okay. So we had mandatory, we had optional, we had failed destination. So like that we can use. And also tracing. So there is a parameter which show you about the tracing, so you can use tracing also for your database. So show parameter log underscore archive underscore trace. So yeah, its value is 12. So you can change the tracing also. So by alter system set command, so value is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 like that. Okay. So tracing equals to 8 if I say. So alter system set, yeah, now it's alter, now it's showing like this. Okay. So its tracing values is 0 1 2 4 8 16 32 64 128 256 512 1024 2048 4096 8192 16384 327 68. So from destination 1 to destination, okay, that is different thing. Okay, so this tracing enable you can and control the tracing information for that. Clear, guys? So that's it for today's session. I hope it is clear. So if you have any questions, you can ask it. Otherwise, I will close the session. So log archive destination, basically trace destination, is for tracing purpose. By default, it's zero values. And high level tracing, if you want, you can set it value 1. If you want to track data guard interfaces, then you can set it 2. If you want uh, tracks common redo transport services, then you can set 4. If you want tracks database protection mode, then you can set 8. If you want to track disk and network IO requests, then you can set it 16. If you want to track redo transport destination, then you can make it 32. If you want to track archive engine, then you can make it 64. If you want to track file mechanism, then you can set it 128. If you want to track physical, logical, and availability machine clients of RFS process, then you can set it 256. And if you want to track redo transport of LGWR sync mechanism or async processes, you can make it 512. If you want to specify to track RFS process, you can make it 1024. If you want to track gap resolution, then you can do 2048. If you want to track real time apply, then you can make it 4096. If you want to track recovery process, then you can make it 8192. If you want to track buffer management of redo transport, then you can set it 16384 values. If you want to track log miner dictionary, then you can make it 32768. Okay, but you can combine also, you can set it like if you are setting 3, so it will generate level 1 and level 2 trace output. Okay, clear? And by alter system command you can do that. Got it, guys? Learn log archive trace parameter. I didn't get you, Vishwajit. Means this is new things you learn. You want to say this? Okay, thanks, Vishwajit. Okay, so I'm stopping this recording, and